I remember my place back then, the work I put in to try and be the best that I could be. So I always look back at those days, and I feel now what my dad feels when, we would sit in Tagaytay, have a beer, and he'd look at his huge house, his success. And my dad's the most simple dude. He does this in a regular T-shirt of some hardware, those free giveaway shirts, and you can see it in his eyes. Now he's so proud of himself, and I can say the same now that when I, sit here in the house, I was able to build my own roof over my head. Mom and dad gave me a really good education, and I'm proud to say that after I graduated, I did not ask 1 cent from them. I said I want to make it by myself. I can feel the same way that my dad feels. If he just gave me money and all of that, I'll never be able to feel what he's feeling, because my dad was a policeman in Scotland Yard, came all the way out here and made a name for himself, and I wanted to do that for myself. So the best gift that they really gave me was my education. I always tell my son, that's the most important gift I can give you, aside from my love and my care, is your education, so that I can ensure that you'll have a bright future. Yeah, I'm really lucky and blessed to have parents like that. It feels nice when you sit here and you see your hard work. Woo-wee! It's tough, man.
16. Like,
He's 16. I was able to get Austin to come over and live with me when he was 14, teenager now. He didn't grow up with me, so that makes it harder. I mean, it's not any, everybody knows about my history with my ex, and that was one of my lowest points in my life, because I was really hurt that my my son was there to witness all of that. And now I have him. He's studying in Brent. The kids of today are so different. They're like so. I want to use the word. Are they entitled?
around.
You can't get them off their phones. You can't get them off social media. It's like, God, go out, enjoy the outdoors, enjoy nature. He's a really good kid. He's a smart kid. He also enjoys sport, which uh, he got from me. But I really wish I could have been there for him when he was younger. He's from Dubai, and in Dubai things are very different. He's doing well in school. He's one of the popular kids. His teachers say he's like the energy of the classroom. It's nice to see that he's adjusted uh, really well. But he loves Dubai. He adores Dubai. That's in my 5-year plan, 3-year plan. Um, I just want to make sure, I don't want to rush it. Everyone says that I'm this guy who doesn't believe in marriage. I go, dude, I believe in marriage. It's just I'm not gonna rush into it, because I have my mother and my father have been married over nearly 50 years, right? So I have the perfect marriage to follow. How many broken marriages do you see in today's society? Nobody lasts that long anymore. It's crazy. And marriage is supposed to be till death do us part, but then there's divorce and all of this stuff. So I really want to make sure, and I'm very confident with the relationship that I have now. Like I said, I'm in a happy spot right now, and Andrea really values family the way I do, and that's the first thing that made me fall in love with her, is just how she loves her family. And I'm like, this is going to be so easy. Our families are just going to get along. And they did. When we introduced them, they just hit it off. There was no effort, no best foot forward, no trying to, you know, force the issue. We met during the show, and in the show, the mom was there every taping day, and I just saw how she would take care of her mom, and I fell in love with that, because I'm the same way with my mom. I'm building my house now in Alabang, and I'm trying to convince my parents to live with me. I built them like the biggest room in the house so that they would come live with me. You just have to stay positive and just tell yourself all human beings are designed, we're all designed to love. You know, you'll always love again, and someone will fall in love with you. Um, it's sad when you're given so much and it doesn't turn out into a happy ending. But you just have to embrace that, you know, accept that pain, let it make you stronger, and whatever mistakes that happened in that relationship, learn from it so that it won't happen in the next one. It's all a process. When you decide to commit to someone, you're supposed to start to learn from each other and learn about that person. And sometimes over time, you learn that it's really not meant to be. And what are you going to do? Are you going to be unfair to yourself and to that person and just make it feel it?
Yeah.
The best way is to be honest to yourself and to that person if you really love them. I know it hurts. It's going to hurt yourself. It's going to hurt her. But the best thing to do is just be honest with one another. And I've broken my heart numerous times, you know, but I just always tell myself that I will love again and someone's going to love me. And I have to move forward. And it's a lot easier, of course, when you have a strong foundation where you have good friends and family. Um, the worst thing is when you go through a heartbreak and you let that pain consume you and you turn into a monster and just say nasty things and try to hurt the person that you used to speak so highly of. I find that so immature. That's why with all my relationships, you never heard me talk crap about that person because there were good memories. And the good memories I keep in here, and the bad memories I just try to forget. Like I don't want to start a family um, and stay in showbiz. I already know what the showbiz world um, needs of me, and it is a lot of my time. And if I'm going to have a baby or when I get married, I don't want to lose time with them. I want to spend as much time as I can with them, you know? So sacrifice now, work hard, save up, and enjoy life and enjoy it with my special someone and start to have kids and have a family. When I do get married, it's bye bye to showbiz. I guess maybe a movie once a year. Um, I do love my craft, but a movie once a year would be good enough for me. Invested in land, a lot of land. The Palawan place is just a family home for the entire family to share. I've invested in condos. So for me, it's a wonderful life when you just have to sit back and collect rent, diba? I'm trying to solidify my future that way, where I have recurring income. I don't want to take big risks. I also have a business of anti-mosquito that is very effective and it's purely organic. How society is changing so fast, everything and people's like attention spans is so short. Kaming mga artista para kaming cellphone na eh. There's always a new model. There's so many talented kids out there coming out. You have to step up your game. You have to always evolve so that you can stick around. But even with that said, it's just everything changes so fast. One thing's hot 1 minute, then like, boom, it's gone, and then they move on to the next. So strike while the iron is hot, save it up so that you can use that money for other things. This whole showbiz thing, it will come to an end one day. You're not always going to be there at the top. Enjoy it while you're there. Work hard. save money, and when it starts to decline, embrace that, you know. And when you enter the next chapter of your life, you enter that next chapter with savings, and it just makes life so much easier. I really treat it like a business. I love my craft. I love the showbiz industry. I go in, I do my work, and then I go right back out and be myself. I get criticized for it.
But good
Some
mindset.
people say antipatiko ako, ano ba yan si Derek, parang hindi artista kung magbihis. I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm going to be me because it makes me happy. And I can't try to make everybody like me. I won't even attempt to. I will respect everybody, even the people who criticize me and hate me. I'll respect them, but I won't try to make people happy, you know, um, because you just can't please everyone. You just have to be yourself. And if people love you for that, cherish those people. If people don't like you, then just respect that. That's okay. 20-year-old, oh my God, 20-year-old Derek. I tell him, just continue being you, man, and um, always just keep your head up high because you're gonna go through some really trying times, but just be strong because at the end of the road um, is a happy place for you. So, like I said, I'm in a really happy place right now, and all the tough times that I went through, they all contributed to my happiness now. When you're so down there, and then suddenly you're up here. Diba? Ang sarap ng feeling because you came all the way from down there. Diba? The jump is so big. I'm at the lowest of lows, and then now I'm in just a happy state. So that's how happy I am. I'm really, really happy with my life. People ask me why I don't look like I age. It's because I'm so happy. I did not let those low times eat me up. Hindi ako manhid, ha. Umiyak ako. Nilabas ko. When I found out that I had a son, that was really, for me, that was a blessing. But what happened after that was really tough for me. Um, I got accused of so many things. And again, ang kalaban mo babae. Yeah, those were really tough times.